Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Emma. Emma is from England in the UK. So let's see what Emma has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
There we go.
Yes, I can see you now. Hello, Emma.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing today?
Really good, actually. Yeah. I've had a really great day today.
My God, I love your hair. Beautiful hair you have.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Your hair is lovely also.
Not at all, not at all. Look at you. So how's your day been so far?
Brilliant.
Busy? Yeah?
Yeah, well, I've decided. So I live on the Isle of Wight. Do you know where that is?
Yes, absolutely.
So I've been here a year now, and I've decided there are just too many beautiful places, and I should make sure that I really enjoy being here as much as I can. So this morning, my daughter and we went for a walk on this beach, which is called Priory Bay. And you have to climb over rocks and kind of meander through to get to it. But then there's hardly anybody on there. And it's like you're a million miles away from anywhere. And it's fantastic. And we just sat against a log and just listened to the waves coming in and chatted. And our crazy dog was just running around. And it was just lovely. Nice way to start the day.
And you always been living there? Isle of Wight?
No, only 1 year. 1 year. Yeah. I used to live near Manchester.
Okay. And why the move from Manchester to Isle of Wight?
Because we wanted a healthier lifestyle with access to beaches, and the weather is milder here. It doesn't rain as much as Manchester. Manchester's known for its rain. And the people are lovely and kind and friendly and welcoming, and it's a very creative island as well, and I'm drawn to anything that's creative. So
amazing. And what do you do for work, Emma? What do you do for a living?
So I'm an actor, but I'm also a swimming teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, I teach children group lessons, private lessons in a swimming pool, which is literally a 2-minute walk from my house. And in the summer, it's beautiful because they open up the roof and it's all like turns into a Lido. So I do that. And I've just started training to do volunteering, really, just to help adults read.
Interesting. Wow. And do you see yourself living for a long while in the island?
Definitely for the next 10 years.
And
I would say because I think the world's too big to just stay in one place.
Absolutely. Right. So during the game, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life, about your career, and also your point of views.
Okay.
Oh. Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I've got here my box. From the fun questions, okay? So I'm just gonna play a song now for us to relax a bit after a long day before we start the game, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, Emma, before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. First question for you is, what did you think was the most challenging part of being a kid?
Most challenging part of being a kid was having to go home at the end of the day because it was the end of the day and I wanted to go out and play all the time, climbing trees and being with my friend. I hated going in. It was hard being a kid that had to go home.
Do you have siblings as well?
Yeah, they're older than me. My brother's 10 years older than me. My sister's 8 years older than me. So they were doing teenagey things when I was doing childhood things. Yeah.
Which person in your family you feel more close to?
My sister in earlier years, but my brother lately, because my sister lives in Morocco and she's abroad for about 6 years now. So I don't see her as often. And my brother has started to come and stay with us, and we got to know him a bit.
Amazing. Next question, let's do it. Hey, next question is, what's your idea of a perfect day?
Oh, a perfect day is like today, really. Taking your shoes off, putting your feet in the sand, walking through waves and the sun shining, and being with your family, being with my family and my friends, and just laughing.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a day or a night person?
Day.
Always been?
Yeah. When I was younger, everybody used to go out on night clubbing and things like that, and I always used to go, but I never enjoyed it. And I realized as I've got older, it's because I'm a day person.
When you think about your childhood back in Manchester, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Being with my friends, playing on the park opposite my house, climbing trees, and just being free.
I think back in time, I think our childhood, you were very lucky not to have the technology that we have today. There's the advantage, of course, you know what I mean? Makes a lot of things easier, but it's never going to happen anymore, our childhood, you know what I mean? Playing, as you said, playing on the trees, doing things that nowadays, it's so difficult to see, you know what I mean? The children nowadays.
I agree. And just being bored, it was really good to be bored, because all of a sudden you had this creative ideas and you'd pull together friends and you go, how about we played this game? Oh yeah, I like that game. Why don't you be this? Yeah, all right, and I'll be this. And then that only comes from boredom.
Totally, absolutely. Next question, let's do it. Right, so tell me, what's the best part of acting? What do you like the most about it?
Okay, well, I mean, for most of my life, whenever I've done anything, I'm very good at mastering things very quickly and becoming quick at it. But with acting, it really is not something that is easy to master. And sometimes you think you've got it, and then other times you just haven't. And then other times you really do have it. And then other times, you have to dig deep to try and find some connection with something, so it's just a challenge all the time. It's just something that it keeps me on my toes. Yeah.
And when was the moment that you realized that you were born to be an actor?
I'm an actor in life. My husband's always saying that. And my mom and my nana used to say, if she doesn't be an actor, then I don't know. I just like to, I don't know, express myself, and I like to think about other people's lives. I love to watch people and work out, how did they get to where they are? What are they doing? What's their relationship? It's just, people are interesting, aren't they? They're fascinating. So to explore that even further in a role, it's just a gift.
All right. Next question is, what do you like to cook the most?
Ooh. What do I like to cook most? Actually, I quite like cooking mushroom risotto, because it takes time and you have to nurture it. And you put a lot of love into it. And then it's always the meal that I give to anybody, and they always you can just see them enjoy it. You just think, all of that time, it was worth it.
Do you like cooking?
I love it. I love putting music on. Dependent on my mood. And then I like to just take my time and do things nice. I like the preparation stage.
There's something that you don't like to eat at all?
Meat. I don't eat meat.
Always been vegetarian or not?
No. I grew up eating meat because that was what was given to me by my parents. But then I got to an age of my life where I was thinking, I actually don't really like the idea of it, where what it comes from, and the fact that there's that kind of process involved for it to get onto your plate.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's just that it was a decision I've made about 7 or 8 years ago now.
Amazing. Good. Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Emma from England. Next question is, if you won the lottery, what would be your first big splurge?
First, I'd pay off all my family and friends' mortgages off.
Wow, that's very generous.
I would, because then they're all happy and they're all stress-free. Money causes so much pain and stress in people's lives, and I see it all the time. And I would just love to take that away from people.
Do you think money can bring happiness?
Nothing gives you pure happiness all the time anyway. So yes, it can bring you happiness, but you also have to manage it. You also have to appreciate it. You also have to not let it rule you, not change you. Depends, really. No, I think it can create happiness. But I just think as long as you stay true to yourself.
Totally. I think, yes, I agree with you. I think money, can bring comfort as well. You bring some opportunities as well at the same time, but you need to be grounded, That's the part of managing the situation, the money. I think that's what I believe as well. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Right, before the next question, tell me what's the best part of being a mom?
Being a mom, the best part is seeing your children grow up and find out who they are every single day and discover and navigate the world. And being a mum is really good for me because I enjoy just always being that sounding board for them and sharing good times with them and also hard times with them. And just being that comfort blanket.
Next question is, what does success mean to you?
Success to me means appreciation of all of the moments and milestones that you have in your life. I started a couple of years ago to doing a book where I would put all my photographs in of all the little achievements, big achievements and things that I felt was an achievement in my life so that I can reflect back and appreciate my successes, because I think sometimes if you don't appreciate what you've already achieved, it's difficult. If you're always striving for something and never appreciating, then it can be a bit soulless. You can get a bit lost with it, I think. So success is what you make it. Success is baking a cake and making it out well. Success is holding the door open for someone who would struggle to get in the door. Yeah.
I agree. I think success is very personal. People, they just sometimes waking up earlier than usual is already a success. Do you know what I mean? even going to bed maybe later or earlier than usual, or maybe you're achieving something that you always wanted. Could be anything. I think it's very personal. That's what I believe as well. Success.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, it brings, brings joy, brings happiness, and most of the people, or some people, maybe they connect with money, or, it's usual. I think we work for that, you know what I mean? It can be part of success as well. I think it's all very personal.
Yeah, I agree.
Next question. Okay, Emma, next question is, tough question now. What has been the lowest point of your life?
The lowest point of my life. I think when I was 16 and my mum was in a relationship with somebody. My mum and dad split up when I was 8. Mm-hmm. My dad had a relationship. I was married to someone else. They didn't really want me in their house. My sister just got married and didn't really want me in her house. Wow. They all loved me, but I just think I just wasn't. They just thought. I think they thought, well, you can manage yourself now, because I was quite independent. I think I gave across that I was stronger than I was, but actually, I think sitting in that bedsit made me feel rubbish, really.
Saying that, knowing the person you are today, if you could have the superpower of erasing that moment or let's say event in your life, would you take it out or would you keep it?
No, everything that has happened in my life is led to the point where I am right now. So if I took it out, who knows what path I would have taken. And maybe I would never have met my husband. It could be that simple. I don't want to change anything I've got now. So, no, and I learned from it, and that's the most important thing. That's the thing I tell my kids all the time. When they say, "Oh, this happened" or whatever, it's like, well, you just have to learn from it. That's the only thing you can do. And I learned from that, and I learned that I will always have my kids can stay with me for as long as they need to.
Yes, I think when we go through that situation as a teenager, as young, it's you become stronger and you are better parents, I would say.
Yeah.
Parents. Do you know what I mean? You just want to give the double what you didn't have for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Next question. Right, so tell me a little bit about your career as a swimming teacher.
Swimming teaching. Yeah, well, I basically did that so that we could go and live in Spain, actually. Because I job in Spain and I wanted English wages. And actually, that was what helped us decide the area in which we would live in Spain. And our children were 7 and 1.5. And so swimming teaching was a joy and is a joy. And in fact, somebody said to me once, do you realize how amazing it is that the job that you've got, because you are actually helping future generations. So when you're not here anymore, that job is the job that will just keep on giving, because the children I teach hopefully their children and their children's children. And I was like, wow. So it actually makes it quite amazing.
Not just that, and the children, they remember those teachers for some reason. They left an impact in their lives. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm bad.
They always remember. Right, next question is, who is your biggest idol and what have you learned with this person?
My biggest idol, I'd say, is Frida Kahlo.
Tell me why.
Frida Kahlo, she had a lot of challenges in her life, physically and mentally. She found a way to channel the difficulties that she had in her life, which created some amazing beautiful art. And I just think she's just a fine example of when life gets a bit difficult, art, make something beautiful out of it. Find something in it. that can get you through.
Saying that, what's the biggest lesson that life have taught you so far?
That people are always going to judge you, or they're always going to have an opinion of you. And biggest key is to not allow other people's thoughts, opinions to affect you, because it is an opinion at the end of the day, and everything is subjective. And you have to just know who you are, know what you like, know who you are as a person. And if you're a good person, tell yourself you're a good person. If you're good at cooking, tell yourself you're great at cooking. And, you know, it doesn't matter what other people say to you or they think about you. You have to just believe in yourself.
And keep going always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Before the next one, I'm going to ask a question in 2 parts. Yeah, the first part of the question is, if someone come up to you and say, Emma, from now on, you just can work in acting in the theater, on TV, or on movies, which one would you choose? And the other part of the question is, when you think about, you know, a movie, like any movie that you already watched, one of your favorite movie, that you go like, you know what? I would love to have been in that movie for some reason, because you love, you know, that movie. Which one that would be?
Okay, first of all, I would like to be in a feature film. And the second answer would be The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Tell me why.
Because it's a beautiful film about people and life, and it has hidden little messages all the way through. And it's just a nice reminder of, even in difficult situations, you can miss the answer that's staring you straight in the face, because you're always searching for something else.
Right. Next question is, what are 3 fun facts about yourself?
3 fun facts?
Yeah.
I like paddleboarding.
Okay.
I've had some of my art shown at the Whitworth Art Gallery in Manchester.
Wow.
And once I made a giant fish that was 6 foot by 11 foot out of willow.
Oh my God. So tell me a little bit about your art.
Oh, I don't know. It's weird with my art. It's one of those things that I love to do, but I just don't like to normally share it with anyone. As in, the amount of times I've created things and then I've taken them to the tip.
Why
to
is
the
that?
rubbish dump, because I love creating things, and sometimes they're so big, but I've got nowhere to put them, and I just do it because I love it. It's not the result, it's the doing it. And then I have all these things that I've got nowhere to put. So sometimes I'm just going, just get rid of it. But my husband said I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Things in our loft now.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Next one is, what do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
Kindness and thoughtfulness, and kindness and thoughtfulness.
I think it's so simple, being kind, isn't it? I think it's so simple. It doesn't take a lot of us.
It doesn't, and it makes everything for some people. It just changes. I know that when people have done small things for me, and I don't think they've always realised just how impactful a kind word has been, or a kind gesture has been, or even just to offer help when I need help with.
And what I believe as well, Emma, I think that being kind, in the end of the day, you know, it comes back to you somehow. You know what I mean? You're giving, but you have no idea how much you're going to get back doing that.
I agree. Positive breeds positiveness.
Ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Last question. But before the last question, let's see, you have the opportunity, you had to play in a scene or in a project, in a movie with any artist, anyone around the world. You could choose anyone to do a scene or to play with in a project. Who that would be and why?
Stephen Graham. Stephen Graham is just one of the most natural actors I've ever seen. And every time I watch him in anything, he's just encapsulating. And I know lots of people think that. He's got an OBE, I think it was. Yeah, he's just a real honest, giving actor. And to be in a scene with him would be phenomenal, because I think he'd draw something out of me. It'd be exciting to find out what that is.
Last question is, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? And what would you do?
I'd like to be able to fly, because at the moment my daughter is traveling. She's been traveling for nearly 2 years now. Yeah, she's
wow.
She's actually in Thailand at the moment, living her best life. And we can't really afford to go and see her at the moment. And and so I just love to fly off and and then, leave her to it. Yeah, fly.
Oh, sweet. I can see her now watch this interview and smiling about that.
Yeah.
Saying that, what's the biggest similarity between you and your daughter, and the biggest difference?
The biggest difference. And what was the other one?
Similarity, the biggest similarity.
Well, we look the same. We actually look the same. It's really weird. Wow. Biggest difference is she lasted longer traveling than I did.
That's funny.
It lasted 6 months. She's done nearly 2 years now, so yeah.
Sweet. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Let's start with family.
Love.
Money.
Necessity.
One word for love.
Warmth.
Life.
Joyful.
Sex.
Closeness.
Okay. Politics.
Unnecessary.
Religion.
Individual.
Fear.
Necessary.
Friendship.
Changeable.
Desire.
Motivating.
Regret.
Important.
Success.
Oh gosh, sorry. Success. Individual.
Wish.
Truth.
One word for happiness.
Love.
One word for Isle of Wight.
Stunning.
One word for England.
Diverse.
The last one now, acting. One word.
Pleasure.
Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your husband for a coffee, and I'm going to ask him, tell me the most beautiful thing about Emma, and tell me something that she still needs to work on, to improve on. What he would say?
He'd say that I'm very kind and thoughtful and put others before myself. And he'd say that I need to not put any other people before myself.
Good point. Do you see some work in progress?
Yeah, I need to not put other people before me as much as I do.
Amazing. Let's play now Emma in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Right, you can ask me a question now.
Okay, what is the greatest risk you have taken in your life to date?
Oh my God, I love the question. I'm going to tell you what the first thing that came to my mind. When I was 19 years old, I literally left Brazil. I left my family, and I literally left everything there, and I came to Portugal on my own when I was 19 years old, and looking for a dream. As a teenager, I was 12 years old. I always had a dream I started studying English at the time, and I always wanted to live in a country where I could speak English every single day. Long story short, back in Brazil, we have this America dream, yeah? All of, not just Brazil, but like South America, we have the thing to go to the US to get a better life, including myself when I was a teenager. And long story short, I had the opportunity to live in Portugal. And this lady told me, William, when you go to Portugal, you can easily go to Ireland or to London, to England. And I was like, oh my God, I never thought about that. And it's so interesting how life takes you in different directions that you're not expecting, and you find your happiness there. So I'll tell you, Emma, I meant to be in London. I meant to live in England. It's so interesting. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I had in my life, but I made it happen. Yeah, I'm going to write a book one day about it, because it's been a very beautiful journey. And I live a dream because I can speak English every day.
That's amazing. And you seeing that, taking a risk, it was something
totally.
That.
And I'm going to share. It's all the time when I talk about, I can get emotional. I'm not going in details because I get very emotional about it. But I remember, I never forget my mom at the airport with me to say goodbye. I remember she hugged me and she saying goodbye. And I imagine 19 years old, you're literally crossing the world, on your own. I was living with a lady who I knew it, but I was on my own. Didn't know anyone besides her. And I remember, I never forget, sitting in an airplane and put my seatbelt because I'd never been on a plane before. It was the first time. And the lady, she was by my side, she said, I remember looking the window, she was like, William, do you know how to put the seatbelt on? And I was so lost in my mind. She was like, William, are you here? I kind of wake up, I was like, oh, actually I don't. Can you help me, please? I was looking the window before the plane took off. I just was thinking, my God, I made it. I'm going to Europe. You know what I mean? So I remember that moment. I never forget that moment, because I didn't know what was waiting for me here. I didn't know anything what could happen. When I was living in Brazil, I had the plan B. I had my parents. Something goes wrong, I had my parents there. But in Portugal, I didn't have any plan B. It was just plan A. So that was definitely the biggest risk. I got goosebumps now. My goodness, it was the biggest risk of my life, and I'm so grateful for that 19 years old, teenager, because I was full of dreams. I just want to get a better life, to help my parents, to help, to be a better person, to speak English every day. So that was So yes, totally. My goodness, I love the question. That was one of the biggest risks. Like, my God, I think that was something to remember. So yeah, that's my answer to you.
Yeah, great. Nice answer.
Did you enjoy the interview?
I loved it.
Thank you so much.
It's
Thanks for being so sweet. Thank you. Thanks for being sweet and kind and to accept my invitation. I think nowadays, connect with people. You never know where it can take you. You know what I mean? Expressing ourselves and sharing memories. We just made memories now. It's going to be forever.
I know.
Before you go, Emma, if you can share a positive message or something that you live by.
Okay, life's too long to wait and too short to worry. Wow,
amazing. Thanks so much. Regards to your family, and you keep in touch. It was a pleasure, okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
Have a good night.
You have a great night too. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.